Hello everyone and welcome back to another pickups video, this time for a physical pickup video, which I haven't done in a while, I think maybe 4 months. And my goal here is to show some of the pickups that I did during the holiday season. I know we're way past that. I'm talking about the holiday season of 2022, including Black Friday and some, holiday Christmas gifts that I received. Spoiler alert, there's not many there are not many things that I picked up physically or received gifts physically. Signs of the times where I'm slowly transitioning, as I kept mentioning on my channel, more and more towards digital purchases. But anyways, I do have some things that I want to share, and I will include some recent pickups of new releases. Which are not a whole lot. These are literally the only 2 physical games I believe that I purchased during 2023. So yeah, 2022 crazy year. I've been very busy. Check out my last vlog video if you want to get up to speed with all the things that have been eating up my time. But anyways, let's get started with the pickups. I'm going to start with the new releases that I picked up during 2023. And they are as follows. First one, no surprises here, Metroid Prime Remastered. One of my favorite GameCube games. I have the original one from 2002. I got that game, for the GameCube back in the day on day one. And I own the Wii U digital version, and this is the one that I want to replay though. It's the remastered version, so it features better graphics, some quality of life improvements here and there. So I'm ready to go back to this game. It's been a while since I played this game. Early 2000s really. After I beat the game, I haven't really gone back to it since. So. Looking forward to going back to this. It was kind of like a stealth release by Nintendo, so a pleasant surprise, if you will. There's both a digital version and a physical version that they launched, and I decided to get the physical just because I really love this game. So hopefully, we get the other 2 games, the other 2 Prime games for the GameCube Remastered and on the Nintendo Switch. That'd be great. But for now, we got this one, and it's a good one. The other one was a pre-order of a series that I really love, and I have some catching up to do. But here we are with Trails of Azure, which is part of the Kiseki series. This is the limited edition from NIS America. Beautiful art that comes with this box. Beautiful art both front and back. And I am still catching up. As you guys know, I finished the original trilogy, the Trails in the Sky trilogy, and I absolutely loved that game, those 3 games. And I am playing Trails from Zero, which was released last year, and I put some 15 hours, so I'm pretty involved in the game, but I did get sidetracked, so I haven't played that game in 2023. I was playing it late last year in 2022, and unfortunately I got sidetracked. I put 15 hours into it, but I should get back to it obviously before I play Trails to Azure, because this is a direct sequel to Trails from Zero, which they're both part of the cross-build duology of games. So I'm very excited to have picked this a physical version, which is more of a kind of like a collector's thing that I do, because I am playing, I did the same thing with Trails from Zero. I bought the physical PlayStation 4 limited edition, but I am playing that game digitally on the Steam Deck. I think I'm going to go the same route. No rush to buy the digital version yet, because I still have to beat Trails from Zero. So hopefully by the time I beat that game, there could be some sort of small sale for the Steam digital version. I just enjoy, it's much easier for me these days to play the games on my Steam Deck. But with that being said, the contents of this are great. Your typical NIS America limited edition trinkets, that you get within the this little box here. So yeah, very happy, and eventually I will get to this game so that I eventually can play the Trails of Cold Steel games, which are like four games. So I'm not going to touch those because I do want to follow the chronological order of the series, if you will. So yeah, I have some homework to do with the Crosswell duology, and yeah, hopefully I get to these games sooner rather than later. So this is Now, going back to what I picked up during Black Friday / Christmas or holiday season. So again, you know, my channel was known for picking up crazy amounts of games during Black Friday season, because, you know, because of all the sales and whatnot. So I picked up very few games, and here we go. I guess I'll show you guys what I got. Starting with Bayonetta 3, which is, you know, a release that I've been looking forward to it a lot, even though I haven't beaten Bayonetta 2 yet, which is crazy. But I am planning on just replaying the Bayonetta games. We're replaying Bayonetta 1 and then jumping into Bayonetta 2, which I have for the Wii U and the Switch. So I'm lagging behind a little bit in the Bayonetta series, and decided to pull the trigger because this was on sale. You know, not by a whole lot, because it's a new release. You know, last year it was a new release. So yeah, very happy to have Bayonetta 3 in my collection, and again, some catching up to do with this fantastic Platinum Games series that, you know, it's just over-the-top action, exactly what I enjoy about their games, you know, that, you know, ridiculous over-the-top action, and yeah, looking forward to playing the third game eventually. Next up, continuing with the Nintendo Switch trend, I have, and this is a sign of right here, of how much I've been slacking in terms of playing games, but this is still sealed. I typically open my games just to check out the, you know, what it has to offer. But this is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, which is kind of like a Muso Fire Emblem game. You know, the second one released on Nintendo Switch, actually, following the Muso or Dynasty Warriors type of you know, gameplay, where you fight, you know, tons of enemies at the same time. So I enjoyed the first one, released on the Switch. It was a very fun game. You know, it's really a Muso game with a coat of paint regarding Fire Emblem, and you know, that's what makes these games interesting, in my opinion. I tried playing the Dynasty Warrior games, you know, some of those other Muso games that don't have any themes to it per se, and didn't really enjoy them. But I am a fan of the Hyrule Warriors games, and by default the Fire Emblem games as well, just because you're familiar with the characters and so forth. So yeah, looking forward to playing this, since I enjoyed the first one. But again, sealed. So I just need to find the time to get serious and start you know, making some you know, putting a dent on my backlog here for the games I picked up. Next up, I purchased this game. This is a game I already beat back in 2019. It's one of my favorite games of that year, and one of my favorite CRPGs, actually. Highly recommended. If you guys haven't tried it yet, Disco Elysium. This is the Final Cut version, and I already owned it by default because the Steam version, the regular Disco Elysium game, got a free upgrade to the Final Cut version. However, I love this game so much that I decided to get a physical copy. It's just a fantastic detective game, a CRPG that has a very... it can be very hard to follow. There's a lot of reading, obviously, in this game. It's narrative driven. There's a lot of high concepts, you know, like, you know, getting into the psyche of the player to solve a detective mystery, and it's just a fantastic game, narrative driven. If you're interested, I have an impressions video where I just, you know, gush about how great this game was. So I decided to pick up the physical version as a collector's item, if you will. This one does come with a digital code for, I believe, an digital art book. And then also comes with like a small poster on the inside. So some trinkets there inside the PS4 version here that you know, I'm definitely excited, and I kind of want to replay this game, even though I have a huge backlog of other games, including CRPGs that I do want to try on my Steam library. So you know, eventually I'll like to replay this game and just go a different route with my character choices. Just go goofy and create a crazy drunk character with the main protagonist here. But yeah, Disco Elysium Final Cut. I love this game, and I just had to get the physical version as a collector's item. And then I got this as a gift on Christmas. I was pleasantly surprised because I put this under my wish list. You guys know me, I'm a huge fan of the No More Heroes games on the Nintendo Wii, both 1 and 2. I haven't played them ever since I beat them, back in the day. So, there has been a remastered version released on the Switch, which I own the physical games, and I haven't really purchased No More Heroes 3 yet. It took a while, so I finally decided to, go after it. And by the time I made that decision, the PS4 and PS5 versions were already out there. So I might as well get the PS5 version to get improved graphics and performance. I don't know how much better this game is per se, but I was pleasantly surprised because I added this on my wish list, Amazon wish list, and I got this as a gift during Christmas. And there's this Day One edition, which is pretty cool. It comes with a bunch of gift or collectible items here in the back. It has the PS5 game, obviously, a 72-page art book, a musical selection CD, and a metal motorcycle license plate, which is actually pretty cool. So those are the contents there in the back, on the back of the box, as you can see. Really awesome art. The game looks like so. Beautiful art, obviously, and I'm really looking forward to going back and re-exploring with Travis Touchdown and get back into my No More Heroes groove. There's the license plate right there, some of the trinkets, collectible items within this little box. So pleasantly surprised to see some bonus gifts in there. I was just hoping to get the game, and I got a little bit more than that, so that's always cool. And another item I picked up during Black Friday. It's nothing great, nothing too shocking, but just a second controller for my PlayStation 5, which hasn't been turned off since October of last year. I think I checked yesterday. So this is kind of like so far a useless purchase because I haven't really turned the PS5 on. It's just sitting there. I've been busy. You guys know me. Per my last vlog video. Lots of things going on in my life right now. But yeah, I decided to get. They were on sale. The PS5 DualSense controller is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love the rumble feature. It's just fantastic. It's a really comfortable controller on the chunkier side, but I do have big hands, so for me it's a super comfortable controller. And I bought it with the hopes of playing more couch co-op here with a couple friends. But again, I haven't even touched or turned on my my PlayStation 5 for a good while. I've been mostly playing Xbox Series S, Steam, and some Nintendo Switch here and there. So literally playing anything else except PlayStation systems as of late. So hopefully I'll get to play my PS5 soon and try out the controller and see if it even works. We'll see what happens. And I believe, oh yeah, two more Nintendo related items. I might have shown this already in a previous pickups video, but I do want to kind of like do a segue because I did purchase this is a digital purchase, but it's the Nintendo Switch Online expansion service, which allows me to play Nintendo 64 games, and they recently added Game Boy Advance. So I decided to pull the trigger finally. I thought the price was a little bit high for the service, but now that they offer more Nintendo 64 games, they added a bunch of new N64 games, and now they're offering a Game Boy Advance, and of course the Sega Genesis games, and a couple or a bunch of other DLC content for like Mario Kart and other Nintendo games. I finally pulled the trigger, and I'm excited to use this controller. I think I might have shown this already on a previous pickups video, but this is the Nintendo 64 controller, and a huge reason for me buying the expansion pack is to play Nintendo 64 games actually. So Nintendo 64 games are not hard, but the emulations are not perfect out there, and I think the Nintendo made emulation by Nintendo themselves, it's pretty decent so far. I've been playing a couple of different games, including I started playing Wave Race 64 not too long ago, which is a favorite of mine, childhood favorite of mine. So having a lot of fun playing Wave Race 64, and hopefully I'll get to explore the Nintendo 64 library more in depth thanks to the Nintendo Switch N64 controller here. As you guys can see, it has all the modern features there to like pair up your controller and things like that. So pretty cool gadget to have. And the final, I guess, pickup was a gift also. I'm just gonna put a picture here on the screen. I did receive some socks, Nintendo themed socks. I think I'm gonna look for a picture and put put it on the video here for you guys. But that was another kind of like accessory, clothing accessory, if you will, that I received during Christmas. It was a family gift, so that was pretty cool. And I do use them, by the way. I do use the socks. Mostly, within the house here, but yeah, it was a small amount of games that I picked up, but I think it's you guys have been seeing the trend here on my channel, less physical pickups and more leaning towards digital purchases a little bit more. And even then, I just been lacking time to play games as of late, so it is what it is. But yeah, we're keeping the tradition alive. Of doing gaming pickups every couple of months now, so who knows when the next one will be, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all sometime in the future, in a couple of months, for the next gaming physical pickups. Take it easy.